also. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am good too. So, how was your experience?
It was nice. I cleared SSB in 33 SSB Bhopal for Navy 10 plus 2
Yes,
BTech
yes,
entry, and
yes, yes.
it was a good experience.
That's very nice. All right. So, today, as I told you, we'll be sharing the tips for our viewers. So, I'll be asking you a
Yeah.
few questions about the phase one, and then you can share your knowledge and experience accordingly with all the viewers. So, let's start with
Okay.
what are the tests that are there in the first phase of the interview to clear the first round?
Okay. So there are two tests, as all will be knowing. That
Mm-hmm.
test one is OIR test, and the second test is uh, PPNDT. So
Yeah.
picture perception and discussion test. So
Mm,
OIR is a test in which we are given some reasoning questions, verbal and non-verbal, and in PPDT we are shown a picture on which we have to write a story, and then we have to discuss and come to a common conclusion that what is the group story, which common group story which has been taken out from this. So we have to clear all these rounds, and then we are recommended for the stage 2.
yeah, right. So, what is the importance of OIR in the first phase?
OIR plays a very vital role while we
Mhm.
are going. We are looking at stage one and also in stage two, as it is a rating which is given to officer based on his intelligence test, which reasoning test which he has given. Okay, so
Yeah, right.
it is awarded as five OIR one, OIR two, OIR three, four, and five. So
Okay.
OIR one, it's a outstanding OIR that candidate is very good in reasoning. OIR
All
2 is for excellent. OIR 3 is above average. OIR 4 is average, and OIR 5 is below average. So these are the five ratings of OIR. What it really means to a psychologist while means recommended a child for recommending a candidate for stage 2. It is like if a person is with OIR 1, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
sharing how a person is getting marks and how he will be recommended for the next round. So if a
Okay.
person has got OIR 1, and
Mm-hmm.
before that, let me tell you one thing, that there are three words which are marked by the assessors, all the three assessors, that whether a person is not recommended,
Mm-hmm.
whether a person is doubtful, and whether this person is just candidate that yes, he could be recommended, he is good to go for the
Likely
stage 2.
to be. Yeah.
So yeah, so the means assessor writes n for no, he should not be recommended for that. If a
Mm-hmm.
person write means the assessor write D, it means that the case is doubtful.
All
He
right.
may be sent to the stage 2. And if
Mm-hmm.
the assessor writes Y, it means that assessor is saying that okay, you are good to go for the stage 2. So
All
I'm
right.
sharing with you that if a person has got OIR 1, what is the
Mm-hmm.
importance of that? That if psych has given that he is doubtful case, okay,
Yeah.
GTO has said that it's a no case. Though no, I don't want this person to go to the next round. IO
Mm-hmm.
says that also no, that he should not be promoted to the stage 2. But since he has got OIR 1,
Yeah.
therefore his overall result is that he is recommended, that yes, his intelligence is very good,
So
and
he
one
can
of the
go for
assessors has given, yeah, one of the assessors has given him a doubtful that yes, he could do good in the stage 2. So
Mm-hmm.
he is overall recommended.
All
Similarly,
right.
if we are talking about OIR 2, 3, 4, so one is saying yes, two are saying yes, or two are saying doubtful. So based
Mm-hmm.
on this, a person is recommended or not recommended for stage 2.
Phase two. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes that for candidates who are getting OIRS 4 and 5,
Mm-hmm.
mostly we have seen that due to the lot of competition in stage 1, due to lot of number
Yeah.
of uh, people coming, candidates coming for stage 1. So we have seen that OIR candidates who has got OIR 4 and 5, they are not
Mm-hmm.
recommended for stage 2.
So they are
So
ruled out.
that's why yeah, they are ruled out. So that's why it is very important to perform good in OIR.
All right. Yeah, so it is a very important test for the first phase. I get that. And so, and Hardik, what are the kind of questions that are asked in the OIR? How much practice one should do, and what is it?
Okay, there are very simple questions of reasoning. There are many topics, like if we discuss about the blood relation is there, then identification of letters is there, special abilities question are there, then
Mm-hmm.
paper cutting question are there, figure matrix, analogies, figures,
So
completion of
just basic
series,
reasoning
jumbled words.
questions
So
that.
these, yeah, they are
All
very
right.
basic questions, and anyone is if he has means uh, practiced it, he would be able to easily solve all those questions. So there is no as such
And there is no
means
negative
very
marking.
havoc of that. It is very
Yeah.
easy to clear. Yeah, the what makes it hard, what makes it tough, it is the time, because around
Okay.
we have to do around 45 question in 17 minutes or sometimes 22 minutes. So it depends on the essay
Mhm.
what how much time he is giving.
Okay. So it varies around 15 to 25 minutes, you can say.
Yeah, it is
All right.
given around this much 17 to 22 minutes.
All right. So there are two sets, right, for this OIR testing.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
are
All
two
right.
sets. There are two sets, and both are of them are given different time. Means some is given more time, and some is given less time. And
All right.
the level of both the sets is almost same, but
Mhm.
sometimes we feel that the test one is tougher than test two, or sometimes vice versa. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
one is tough and one is easy because of the type of question which is asked in that.
All right. So that's good. And also, so we'll now move to the second part of the phase one, which is the PPNDT you were saying. So
Yeah.
So what all is there in the PPDT and how to go about it, how to prepare for it? So can you just share your views on that?
PPDT is one of the most important part when we discuss about stage one testing.
Hmm.
PPDT includes perception of a picture which is shown to
Hmm.
us, which is a very hazy picture, and
All
then
right.
after that we narrate it, that what we have written in our page, that whatever story we have written we need to narrate in front of group. And then there comes the discussion between the group, that after discussion we come to a common conclusion, that we are our group story is this, we have decided this story. So it is very important because it is like a mini ssb when we say, because next 4 days it decides that how you are going to perform in interview, how you are going to perform in gto, and how you are going to perform in
Further, yeah.
psych. So it's a mixture of all those ssb tasks and testings. So it is very important for an assessor also, because he gets an insight that how he is going to perform in all those tests. So
Hmm.
that's why it's very important. Then comes that how we should go with that PPDT. So first and foremost, which I would be saying, that we need to very calm and cool, because what people do, that they think that it's going to very tough. Yeah, it is tough while it comes to discussion, because coming to common conclusion is not a child's play. It's very tough.
Yeah.
But
So everyone
more
has
we
different
are calm.
views. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has different view, and come to common conclusion is bit tough. But if we are very calm and cool composed type, so we will get to know that how we need to perform when a certain situation is coming in front of us. So
Hmm.
it is like this, that we need not to worry, and we need to keep calm and go with this test.
Okay. And so we have to carry a certain kind of body language. We have to present ourselves in some certain way. So what are your
Correct.
views on that?
What I means I got from my coaching, and what I suggest to everyone, that you need to sit very upright, means just straight, chest
Mm-hmm.
little bit out, so that Esther can feel that yes, he is a bit confident. And
All right.
then hands movement are allowed, but I will prefer everyone not to do so, because it shows a lack of confidence while speaking. But yes, a little bit is allowed, not a lot of. Okay. Then it comes that it depends on you that how you are narrating. A person who is narrating very speedily, he's
Mm.
also means recommended for stage 2. A person who is narrating in a slow manner like I am doing while speaking, he's also
Mm.
recommended. So it depends on you how you are doing. And we are given 1 minute, but what I feel that we should complete it in 45 seconds or 50
Yeah.
seconds, because sometimes if there is a lot of rush in SSB, so SSL don't give a lot of time to them.
Yeah,
They
since they
say
just
next
stick
to
together.
others. Yeah, they say next to others, so
Mm.
we get less time. But
Yeah.
we not to worry, because it also happens when if SSL got to know that yes, he was definitely going to write this in next line. So he also
So
at that
the
time also
assessor
he
gets
says
an
that okay,
idea
next.
basically. Yeah, he gets an
Yeah,
idea
he
of
gets.
your content. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that what he's going to write in next line. So
Yeah.
he definitely says that next. So
Hmm.
next one starts
So
narrating his
there's no
story.
need to panic and nothing like that. Like
Ah,
they are not going
there is
to
as such
pass
no
you.
need to.
Yeah.
And
All right.
if you're giving your if you're giving your narration confidently, and your story is good, and he
Mm-hmm.
thinks that yes, let him speak first, then I'll say next. So because in my case it never happened that Esther has said next, because the way I narrate, it's pretty good, so
All
confident.
right.
And so he also feels a thing like what is going to be next line, I don't know, so let me listen to it. So by this way, uh, I never got next, but people gets. But it's not a thing to be panicked.
All right, that's very nice. And so, how would you suggest our viewers to, prepare for this particular test? Like how to write a story in such a short time. So, how to choose the theme and assign roles to the people or whatever is seen in the picture. So, it is also said that the candidates have to relate the character to himself or herself, and then formulate a story revolving around it. So, what are your views on that?
Well, it's completely a myth, because if a person is writing a story, he is definitely going to submerge himself in that character, and then he's going to write. And Asser will definitely get to know that this is his real personality. So he does not have to manipulate his ideas just because he need to means overlap his ideas with his personality. So it's never need that you need to take care of this thing, that you need to correlate it with your personality. If you are writing a
Yeah,
story which is of yours, so definitely you are going to correlate it with yourself. Then it comes that how to write a story in very short time. Then I will say practice makes a man perfect, and because of practice only a person gets
yeah,
a good theme in very short time. So practice matters a lot. And means what I do, like if I'm moving somewhere and I see some incident around me, which I think that yes, this incident I can use in my SSB. So I means think that okay, I'll use it in my SSB, and it gives me a edge over others when any other means a different type of story or scene has shown to me. So I related with that. Oh yeah, I have seen it there also. So let me means put that incident in this story. So it's like that, because sometimes what happens that suppose a person has not done NCC, or he is not an officer or soldier in armed forces, but then also PPT
yeah.
story or scene is shown that there is a helicopter, and uh,
Something
houses there,
related
people.
to.
Yeah, something related to army. So how a person
I
who is not in army can relate it to that? So it's completely a myth. Person just need to means increase the boundary of his imagination, and he can think wherever he want to, and just need to write down and pen it down on the paper.
All right, that's a good idea, like you have shared, because mostly people say that people have to relate it with the character, relate the character with themselves. So this is something that I've heard now and is really valuable. and I hope everyone will benefit from your views. Also, I would like to ask, like, how, I mean, from where to practice and how to practice, how will they know? I mean, the viewers and everyone preparing for the interview, would know that, the theme that we have selected is correct, and whatever the flow they are going with is right for the assessment.
Well, we before that, I would like to tell you that if a person has seen any picture, then definitely a first thought is going to come in his mind that it is showing means the picture is showing depicting me this story. Then I
Mm-hmm.
would prefer that just go with that theme, whatever comes to his mind, the first thought. Okay, uh,
Mm-hmm.
it is known to everyone that there are 15 candidates who are in your group, so
Yeah.
their views would be different, their first thought would be different, and so we need not to panic that whether our story will match them or not, because
Mm-hmm.
in a stimulus it is means done hazy just because they don't want a same story, they want your story what you are writing. The
So
psych
your
will
views,
check.
basically personal views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the psych will check that what his views are. Okay, then he will correlate it with the story, that whether this story is matching the means stimulus given to it. Okay, suppose scene is shown that there is helicopter and young officer is standing over there, and you are writing that there is a young baby, so it's not correlating anyhow. So
Yeah.
that's means backfiring. It's like backfiring on your efforts. So that is illogical thing, that correlated with the story what is shown to us, picture with what is shown to us, and just pen it down that what is your first thought, and your first thought is definitely going to be the right perception and right thought which SR wants to see in you, and just go with that. And when it comes that how to write it in precise time, short time, then practice is what makes it bit shorter.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. So, and also, I would like to ask, like, after once the story writing is done, once everyone has submitted their responses, so what goes next? When does the narration start, and what happens in the GD? I would like you to share some views on that as well.
Okay. After means when we are completed with writing our stories, then that
Yeah.
paper which is some
Mhm.
means in some boards the paper is means taken from us, and some boards we are allowed to take it with us. Okay, but
All
most of the
right.
places it is taken with us, taken from us. Then what happens that we are given a short break of around 15 to 20 minutes, and in that
Mhm.
period we have our breakfast, or we means rest for a while, we drink water and we go for other actions. Then in that period what I do is that I remind all those things what I have written, I remind all those short points, and try to means narrate the story in my mind again and again, again and again, so
So
that
you just
I
practice.
become fluent. Yeah, so that I can become fluent in while narration. And
Mhm.
then we are
It would also
called in a
save
room.
time if you, yeah.
Yeah, then we are called in a room, and there we need to narrate it. This is the second part of after that writing the story. Then we narrate our story, and as the narration ends of the last candidate,
Yeah.
automatically the GD starts, group discussion starts, and in that group discussion we need to come to a common group story. So as you have asked me what are the things which need to be taken care when it comes to
Yeah.
narration and GD. So narration means it's your time that you can do whatever you want. Okay, you are given complete 1 minute. In that you are asked to follow some rules which are told,
Mhm.
which you are asked to follow some instructions which are told to sorry, which are told to
Yeah.
you. Like you need to tell the age, mood, gender of the character, which is your main character, action of your story, and then you need to narrate all your points. Then
Yeah.
what I prefer others that while narrating, be calm, be cool, and narrate in a way that you don't stuck in between, and you don't do like
You don't
it's somewhere yeah, this fumbling shows that the child is that candidate is not that much confident. So
yeah.
better not to do this. Instead you can take a small gap of 1 or 2 seconds, that is okay, but if you are doing so it shows lack of confidence.
So
Then
pause while
it
you
comes that
speak sometimes.
yeah, that's the biggest thing, that this is what I also take care of, that when I speak, I don't speak in a very fluent manner like this. I speak it like what I'm doing it like now.
So
Okay,
you
so
think
well,
deliberately and then yeah.
yeah, I'm deliberately pausing myself, that take a cool and calm way of talking, speaking, so that you don't stuck in between. So it is done with the narration. Then it comes that how to participate in GD. So
GT.
if you are taking initiative, that's well and good. It's very good that you are initiating the GD. Then what people most often what they commit mistake is that they uh, means tell their view, what their view is, but they don't back it up with a example, or they don't back it with a reason why they think so. Like suppose I want there is a scene shown that there is a NCC cadets who are in a forest like area, and
Mm.
anyone has made that they are means they are army peoples, and they are working in they are in a military training, or some military exercises. Okay, and what they do
Okay.
that friends, they speak like this: friends, I think they are military people and they are doing exercise. Okay, but if you
Mm-hmm.
are doing like this means in what I'm saying, that if you are doing it in a way that like friends, what I feel is that it is a military exercise going on, because recently we have seen that Yuddhabhyas is also going on, so we can
Too
correlate it with
fast.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a way
Hmm.
to connect it with the things, and we can give a reason so that other people can also agree to it. Yes, what he's saying is good because he has a reason for it. So if you
There
give
has
a
to be a
reason,
common
then
consensus. Yeah.
yeah, if you're giving a reason, then they will somewhere agree with you that yes, he's having a reason and we should go with that. If you're giving a good point, then no one is there to cut your point. Otherwise people will not follow your orders, they will follow your
Hmm.
request. If you are giving order that we should take this thing as our main background, but it's like an order that take this or not. But if you are saying it like, okay friends, I think we should take this thing as our background because we have seen it, because we are giving a reason for that, so they are agreeing to our reasons, not our orders. So by this way we can advance in our group discussion, and we can do a good discussion and come to common conclusion like this.
All right. So this is all you have to share for the phase one. Any other advice that you would like to
uh,
share?
just one simple advice that stage one is a testing which is told by assessors also, that it is a very uh, means it's a testing in which good candidates are also washed out. So never need to worry if you are getting screened out. We need to just focus on our practice, that we will practice next time in a better way and we'll get inside definitely. So this is what I want to, that don't lose your heart, that could not make in stage one, because it is very unpredictable kind of test. And I also got screened out twice before my recommendation. So it never get disappointed that you can't do anything, because it doesn't judge you anyhow.
Exactly. Right. That's really true. So, thank you so much, Hardik, for sharing your experience and knowledge with
My pleasure.
with each one of us. And we are glad you connected with us. And we'll be super glad if you just keep on sharing your views and thoughts even further for our viewers. And we'll
Yeah,
see you
definitely.
soon again, Hardik. Thank you so much.
uh, Welcome. Bye bye.